Welcome to Mind Body Becky. Today's practice is a 30-minute upper body, neck, and arms practice, including some nerve flossing exercises to help us if we're having nerve pain or weakness in our hands and arms. The only props that you'll need are optional, are blocks if you like them for low lunges, or some kind of cushion to sit on. Enjoy! A lot of times, if we spend a lot of time at a computer desk, or if we sleep funny or have some different behavioral and movement patterns, we can wind up with problems through our neck and arms and the innervation of the nerves as they go down into our arms. And this can cause problems such as radiating pain, tingling, or in some cases it can also be associated with headaches. So today's sequence is going to try to free up some of the innervation of the arms and into the neck, and try to give us a little bit of relief and a little bit of ease through that area. So first, coming to a comfortable sit, just taking a chance to arrive on your mat and notice how you're feeling. Noticing any sensations in the body, the good ones, the bad ones, the physical ones, the mental and emotional ones. Just kind of notice where you're at right now. Notice if you're holding extra tension through the shoulders, through the arms. And sometimes we don't even know how much we need to relax until we tense things up first. So starting by squeezing the hands into fists, curling the arms, drawing the shoulders up to the ears, generate as much tension as you can. And as you exhale, let it go, let the arms drop down. Do that 2 more times, inhaling, generating that tension, creating that tightness. 1 more time, inhaling, generating that tension, shoulders to the ears, tight, 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 and take a moment to rest again. Notice if anything changed. Notice what it feels like to have absolutely no effort in that upper body. And as we move through each of these shapes, only go to the part that feels good and don't push yourself past what your body wants. Inhaling, let the crown of the head come up towards the sky, opening through the neck, through the chest, let the shoulders drop down and back just a little bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades together gently. Exhaling, relax the shoulders, drop the chin to the chest. Feel the sensation down the back. Inhaling, gazing up, and exhaling, coming back down. Do that a few more times. Pausing any place where you feel a little bit of extra sensation, a little bit of extra warmth in the body through the muscles. Returning back to center, picking up the shoulders, rolling them back and down, sitting up nice and tall. Draw the crown of the head up a little bit as you inhale. Feel yourself grounded down into the floor. And then as you exhale, let one ear drop over to the shoulder. Maybe walk those opposite hands out away from the body. Just take a moment here, noticing sensations, noticing where you feel this stretch, and then play with it a bit. Maybe notice what it feels like as you drop the chin down towards the collarbone. Or notice what it feels like as you tip the nose up to the sky. Taking several breaths, finding the area that you feel the greatest sensation and hanging out there for a moment. Returning the hand to the knee, let the chin roll down to the chest, find that chin tuck once again. Maybe begin to round through the spine just a little bit. Tuck the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale, return back to center. Take this over to the other side. Let that opposite ear drop over to that shoulder. Make sure the shoulders are dropping down. Walk those fingertips out away. And again, just noticing what you're feeling. Noticing sensations. Try tucking that chin down towards the collarbone and notice what changes when you do that. Maybe take that nose up to the sky. And again, we're just exploring sensations in our body. We're not forcing anything. Coming back to center. Roll that chin back down to the chest, around to the spine once again. Inhale, arch through that spine, come into a seated cow. Take a couple more rounds of cat-cow with the hands grounded onto the knees, just noticing how you feel. If you want to get into the arms a little bit. On the next inhale, the arms sweep open, squeeze the shoulder blades together, let the gaze come up, fingers are out wide. And as we exhale, round through the spine, hug an imaginary tree or an imaginary beach ball. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling. A few more rounds. Inhale, sweeping those hands on up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up. Little baby back bend. Float those hands down to the mat. Inhale, sweep our right hand long in front of us. Left hand is going to hook underneath that right arm. Hug that into our chest. Our hands are active like blades. Energy shooting out of our fingers. Take a few breaths here. Look away from that outstretched hand. As we inhale, sweep those hands on up towards the sky. And as we exhale, take a twist over to our right. Our left hand finds our right knee. Our right hand comes down behind us. Find some length in the spine. Shoulders are dropped away from the ears. Inhale, sweep those hands on up once again. And as we exhale, take a lateral bend over to our left. Keep the right hip grounded, reaching with those right fingertips. We're not letting this arm be floppy. We're keeping this arm active and straight. Inhale, float those hands on up, and exhale, let them come down to center. Left hand comes straight out this time. Cross that arm across the body, hook it with the right hand. Hands are active, we're hugging this arm against our chest. Breathing here for a few breaths, noticing how it feels. And then taking the gaze to the left, looking away from that outstretched hand. Coming back to center, sweeping those hands on up. And as we exhale, taking a twist over to the left, right hand finds left knee this time, left hand down behind us. Find that length in the spine. Returning back to center. Sweep those hands on up and exhale, take our lateral bend over to our right. Our right hand comes down to our mat. Our left hand reaches, keeping left hip grounded. Inhale, float those hands on up. Let them come back down to center. Roll the shoulders back and down a couple of times. Let the arms come all the way down to the knees. Let all effort leave your body. Notice how you're feeling. Notice differences between the right and the left side of the body. Taking a moment to revisit the neck again and doing a little bit of isometric strengthening to help give ourselves stronger muscles that'll help support those tissues better. Bringing our right hand onto our right temple, pressing our hand into our head into our hand. Generate tension here, generate strength, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that hand down to the mat, release the effort. You can notice what you're feeling. Take a couple breaths. And then take this over to the other side, bringing hand to head to hand. Generate that tension again. Pressing that head into the hand into the head. There's no movement here, just effort. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, notice the changes in the system. Notice how you feel. Hand to forehead. Bring one hand to the forehead. Same thing, we're pressing that head into the hand into the head. We're generating that tension. We're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Last one, last direction. Interlace the fingers like so. Bring them to the back of the skull. Same thing one last time. We're pulling on our head as we press our head into our hands. The elbows close a little bit. We generate this tension here and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let the arms float down. Roll those shoulders back and down again. Take a moment and notice how you feel. If it feels good to you here, give yourself the freedom of some head and neck circles. If you've had a neck injury, it's not always the best to make full 360-degree rotations because that can aggravate bad discs. So maybe just taking your head in a back and forth 3/4 circle may work better for you. But if you have the range of motion and you don't have any issues in your neck and it feels good to you to make full 360-degree rotations, go for it. Do what feels good in your body. Coming back to neutral, bringing that head back onto the shoulders. Take pause. So coming into these next motions, we're gonna pair some of our other yoga practice with our special little modifications to add to our shoulders and our nerves in our arms. So coming on hands and knees, finding our way into table for a moment. Have some blocks handy if you'd like to use them in lunges. Windshield wiper the hips side to side just a little. Let yourself have a few rounds of cat and cow, just noticing how you feel. Coming to center, coming to pause. Inhaling, sweeping our right leg long behind us, plant through that toe, sink through that heel. Inhale, take that leg nice and long. Pressing into our arms, feel our shoulder blades move away from each other. Make as much space between us and the mat as we can. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, crunch that knee in towards that elbow and tap. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, crunch it in. And tap, last one. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, crunch it in and tap. Option here to step this foot down from the crunch, or if you want to bring it back, come up into a high hero and step that front or that right leg forward. Here's where you can use blocks in that lunge, popping up that back knee, releasing that kneecap, bringing it back down to the mat. Once you have found your stable posture, rock forward for a moment, noticing what you're feeling here. Let yourself rock back. Rocking back and forth just a couple of times, waking up the body a little bit more. And then find your best version of your lunge. What do you do? Bringing hands to knees. Inhale, sweep our hands on up towards the sky. Interlace those fingers, take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, take it over to the right. Inhale back to center, and as we exhale, open up, coming into a short stack warrior two. Our gaze is out over the right hand, our left hand is straight back behind us. Flipping both palms up towards the sky, look back towards that left hand. Point those toes or fingers down towards the mat and then look away. You may notice a warmth through the back of your arm and that left arm. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Return your gaze. Return your palms towards the mat. Gaze back over that right hand. Flip that right palm and reverse. Cartwheel those hands down to frame, or not to frame, to the inside of that foot. Heel toe, that leg back around, return back to table. Windshield wiper, the hips a little side to side, and take this over to the other side. So find your nice stable table once again. Right or left leg goes long behind us, plant those toes, stretch through that heel. Inhale, finding a little bit of length, pressing into those arms. We're activating through the middle of the back. We're finding as much space between us and the floor as we can. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tap elbow to knee or knee to elbow. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, knee towards elbow. Inhale, take it long. Last one, crunch it in. Option to step that foot forward, or if it feels more like you, coming into a high kneeling position and stepping that left foot forward. Blocks into play if you're using them. Pick up those back toes, pop that kneecap off of the ground and let it sit back down. Hinge yourself forward for a moment. Notice what you feel here. Hinge yourself back, finding that half split. Notice what you feel here. And then begin to take it back and forth a few times to relax those hips before settling into our lunge of choice on this side. Let the hands find the knee. Sweep those palms up to the sky when you're ready and balanced. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cactus those arms, squeeze through the shoulder blades. Inhale, take it tall, interlace those fingers, pointing towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, this time we take it over to the left. Back to center. Deep breath in, exhale, open up, flying. That short stack warrior two, arms on this side. Flip those palms up towards the sky, look back at the right hand, point the right fingers towards the mat. Look back. Return the gaze, flip that palms back to the mat. Looking forward, this time left hand flips, right hand finds that right thigh. Look and reach on up towards the sky. Cartwheel those hands back down towards the mat. Heel toe that foot back around, return it back beneath you. Let yourself have a couple of rounds of hip circles, a couple of rounds of cat-cow, anything that feels good. Before we take our hips towards our heels, extend our hands out nice and long, find child's pose. Next inhale slowly starts to roll ourselves on up, coming into a seat. If you have a block or something to sit on, cushion, just giving yourself a little bit more height because we want to have some space to take these arms long down by our sides. So the thing that we're going to do next is a nerve flossing exercise for our nerves down our arm. So taking our fingers and making the A-OK sign. Drop that hand down by our side. Our palm faces forward to us. As we look away from the body, or look away from that outstretched hand. And then we look back to center, we bring this hand on up, we turn the fingers down, and we act like this is a monocle. Look through that eye. Release it, look away. Inhale. Come back, look through your monocle. This might feel a little weird, and you might feel kind of goofy, but it will definitely help with the ulnar nerve. You may feel this down your pinky, side of your hand and into your wrist. Couple more rounds. You want to do, I don't know, 5 or 6 or so. Let that go. I'm going to take this over to the other side. So we take our opposite A-OK. We drop that hand down to our sides. We look away. We come on in. We bring that hand up. We flip the palm. So the fingers cup our face. Our fingers make a monocle. And release and look away. Taking several rounds of this, working to your own pace, your own breath. Releasing that arm, shaking it out. Hinging forward for just a moment. Pitter patter the feet out. Give your feet a break. And then coming back into another little sit, another little squat. We're going to work on that arms some more, the arms and hands some more. Straightening through the arm, make it like a hockey stick. And planting that hand down onto the mat. Begin to rock side to side a little bit. Peel, keep the hand in this angle. Keep your arm like a hockey stick, like it can't move at all. And then as you rock, let the hand and fingers peel up off the mat. Trying not to bend your elbow and trying not to straighten your wrist. Shaking that one out, taking this over to the other side, trying it on the other hand. Lock that elbow, bend that hand, or bend that wrist back. Place the palm onto the mat, and then begin to rock. Peeling the fingers up off the mat, trying not to straighten the wrist, trying not to bend the elbow. It's more challenging than it looks. Releasing that arm. Coming into whatever seat is most comfortable for you. This next one, I'm going to open and close our hands several times just to kind of work out that we were just on them. So bringing the right hand to face our face, allowing our index finger to be grasped by the other hand. Begin to peel that finger open like you're peeling a banana. Bend the wrist back, like this. Feeling that stretch, feeling the areas where you feel the greatest sensation. Releasing, allowing your middle finger next, peeling that finger back. Holding each one for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then taking the ring finger and the pinky finger together, peeling those back. Releasing that, shaking that hand out, and then taking this over to the other side. Index finger first, peeling that finger back, stretching that nerve that goes down the hand, down the forearm. Releasing middle finger, peel that one back. Releasing ring finger and pinky finger together, peel those back. And release, shake that hand out. Last exercise for the nerves in our hands and our forearms. Taking our thumb and index finger, pinching them together, generating tension. Holding that thumb and middle finger, pinch and hold, generate that tension. Ring finger, pinch and hold, generate that tension, pinky. Continue moving back and forth through these fingers. Generate that tension. Feel it where you feel sensation and how that changes with each finger. If any of these areas feel a little sharp, a little spicy, kind of just make note of what it is, because I can tell you where you might be having some problems that need to be seen. Shake out those hands one more time. Pick up the shoulders, roll them back and down. Let the arms get heavy. Stack your spine so that your shoulders are over your hips, your ears are over your shoulders, and you can sit comfortably and at ease with no effort at all. Close the eyes or soften your gaze. Notice how you're feeling. Notice any areas that you're still holding on to tension. Notice anything that's changed in your body since just before you started practice. Take your time resting here as long as it serves you. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. Have a wonderful day.